Okay, so now we're going to do another example of basically looking at Taylor polynomials for this function. So we're going to give the first four Taylor polynomials given f of x equal to 1 over x squared at x equals 1. And so first we take the first three derivatives. And so if we take the first derivative of this, it's going to be what? Negative 2 over x cubed, right? And then the next one's going to be positive 6 over x to the fourth. And the next one's going to be negative 24 over x to the fifth. Okay, now we're going to evaluate all of these at 1. Okay, so at 1, it's going to be negative 2. So, excuse me, 1. F of x. So f of 1 is 1. F of 2, or excuse me, f of 1, f prime of 1 is going to be negative 2. And of course, f double prime, or the second derivative of the function evaluated at 1 is going to be 6. And then the third derivative evaluated at 1 is going to be negative 24. Okay, so now we're going to use this information to write the Taylor polynomials. So p sub 0 is just equal to f of x, right? That's, or f of a, which is just f of 1. And so f of 1 is just 1. So p of 0 is going to equal 1. Now, p of 1, p sub 1 is going to be what? It's going to be f of a plus f prime of a. But again, this is just a is equal to 1 in this case, right? And so now what does this equal? Well, this is just going to be f of 1, which is 1, plus f prime of 1. Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. I keep dropping the factors. This is x minus a, which of course is x minus 1. Okay. Which is going to give me 1 plus, well, f prime of 1 is negative 2, so this is just going to be negative 2 times x minus 1. Okay, so if I simplify this, what am I going to get? I'm going to get negative 2x plus 3. Right? Or 3 minus 2x. Okay, now, what about p sub 2? Again, write it out. So it's f of a plus f prime of a times x minus a plus f double prime of a over 2 factorial times x minus a squared. So again, this is just going to be f of 1 plus f prime of 1 times x minus 1. And this is going to be f double prime of 1 over 2 factorial times x minus 1 squared. Okay, so what happens to this? Well, f of 1 plus this, right, that doesn't change, right? So that's just going to be this. So 3 minus 2x plus, now this is going to be 6, so it's going to be 6 over 2. So 6 over 2 times x minus 1 squared. Okay, so now this is what I get. And of course, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So I get 3 times that. Now, okay, so now what's the next one going to be? Okay, you might already have a clue of what it might look like. Okay, so what are we going to do? Well, again, it's going to be f of a plus f prime of a times x minus a plus f double prime of a over 2 factorial x minus a squared, and then plus f triple prime of a over 3 factorial times x minus a cubed. And again, all we're going to do is just replace these evaluated at a, which is 1, right? A is equal to 1 here. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. And of course, what's f of 1? Well, f of 2 is just going to have these 3, but then you're going to have the final term, right? So, all I'm going to do is replace bring this one down, so this is going to be 3 minus 2x plus 3x minus 1 squared minus, now, why is it a minus? Because now we're getting to f triple 3, so it's going to be minus 24 divided by what? 3 factorial. Well, 3 factorial is 6 times x minus 1 cubed. Now, 24 divided by 6 is 4. So we get minus 4. Oops. Times x minus 1 quantity cubed. And those are the 4 Taylor polynomials. And that's it. Have a great day.